exactly doesn't exactly line up. The 321 is, like you might be going live, but you're not really streaming to all the platforms. So I tested this Haps app out on mobile. Well, this is my test for mobile, essentially. But I tried it out on the desktop yesterday, and I was pleasantly surprised with what it had to offer. My camera looks like a potato now, but we'll see. Sound quality was a little tinny, a little. I don't know if that was because one of my settings or just the way it broadcast the audio. But besides that, it looked great to me. Like it's especially because it's streaming to multiple platforms at once. But yeah, so this should be going out to the peoples, to the peeps. um, I can't like check it live, not on the mobile anyways, and I wouldn't while I'm driving anyways. So it is what it is for this. It looks like it's stuck. Like it's showing me the screen, and it looks like I'm just like frozen. So I don't know, hit or miss, right? We'll find out. Hopefully it's working good though. So supposedly this is going out to my Facebook peeps, my Twitter peeps, uh, the Periscope peeps. I think I don't know. People still using Periscope by itself, or is that just like if you're on Twitter, you're using Periscope? I don't know. But it's supposed to be going out to all those guys, and the YouTubes, of course. There was one more. Am I forgetting? Facebook, Twitter, one other one. It's supposed to really go to my restream, but I doubt that's working because it wasn't working yesterday. And like, if it's not working from a computer, it's probably not working. Um, it's probably not working on the mobile. But in this one, I decided to film in portrait since people are used to portrait, anyways. So yep, this is just a test. There's no reason. There's no news happening. I see some cars out here driving. It's a Friday. There's the news. um, yeah, there was no like real purpose besides I was like, yeah, let me see how the mobile app works. But yeah, pretty cool. If you, it's free, you know, you can't really go wrong with that price point. Um, I noticed a lot. There's a lot of self promotion, but that's probably because it's free. So as you see, like there's like things over here and over there, and it says Haps, and it's like it's all good though. It's pretty good for a free service. It might be a little tinny the audio. So right now I'm going into work. So this is my evening commute to work. I know it sounds a little weird. Just going there to pick up some files, and then I'll be on my way. On my ways. Um, so I wanted to talk to the internet because I noticed this morning on Twitter that impeach Joe Biden was trending, and then I looked at the tweets. I was like, really, what's going on here? And there was a bunch of lefty people trolling, saying, "Oh, well, I saw this was trending, so might as well." And then there was a bunch of like MAGA tears stuff, and I was like, What's going on here?" It's the weirdest stuff. But I don't think most Republicans want that to happen. Like they might be saying that stuff, But impeachment and removal would mean that Kamala would be our president, right? And I don't think, like, as much as people dislike the Bidens, I think more people are disliking the Harrises. Is that how you pluralize Harrises? So I don't know. It's it's kind of like those situations where what they call it. Oh man, I'm full of brain farts today. Oof. Rock in a hard place. So if you want to like talk about impeachment and like all that, that's good and all. And in one case, I'm like, maybe they're right. Maybe they should impeach Biden, get that all over with, get it out of their system, and then we just move on and like work together, unify, and do all that other stuff. Man, I really took the wrong route here. But I'm like, gonna be much traffic. It's just 5 o'clock. Yeah, there's traffic. This is gonna take a minute. I probably should have left at like 4:30. Oh well. So yeah, watch what you say out there on the internet, and think about what you're saying, because impeachment means I'm for it. Like, if we want to impeach, let's do this thing. The first female black president. I'll just think about that one for a minute. All right, first female. She's not only black; she's like also Asian, right? So the first female black Asian president. Just go for it. Impeach the dude. Impeach the crap out of the dude. Let's do this thing. So yeah, that was trending on Twitter this morning, and then I saw some other things like Twitter keeps on calling what's his name, Ted Cruz, a traitor for like starting. He wasn't the main person that started this. Maybe he was, you know, egging them on. But yeah, if you egg on a lot of really, what's a nice way to say it? Riled up people. I don't know. Like, yeah, it's gonna be a mess. But yeah, that's all behind us now. We're kicking off the right gear in 2021. It says live, but 8 minutes. Okay. And since our connection's good, but I know I'm rolling through a neighborhood that's not so good on purpose, just to see how Harps handles going through the ghetto. Because anytime I try to use a Restream through this area, it's full of chop and a mess. But we'll see. Because if I can only use this when I'm in the nicer signal areas, it's kind of useless, right? Especially if you have news in the ghetto, and you're like, oh, this is a problem. I can't report here. I don't know. I think it's because all the traffic cams in this area. There's a lot of traffic cams, and maybe they're messing up the signal from the Wi-Fi's and the 3Gs, and there might be a lot of signal interference in this area. Because literally because it's a poor area, every stoplight has a traffic cam that'll charge you $200 for running it because it's a poor area. And that's how they make their money. Got to get them traffic cams. But like, I learned that those traffic cams are run by third parties, which is kind of messed up. Like, you're just giving third party policing to some random company that tags the license and then collects on it. Sounds super sketchy. Right now, I'm under an overpass. It's super thick metal, and it looks like it's still connected. It looks like it's still live, so that's a good sign. But I haven't rolled through the traffic cam area yet. We're about to get there. Also, I don't know if there's a time limit on HAPS. That's weird to say. And every time I try to write HAPS, any kind of search or any kind of thing, like I was having issues with, because I see people using this on Reddit, and I was like, man, that would be super cool if I could broadcast everywhere and Reddit. But I guess it's not through your account on Reddit. It's through the HAPS app or the HAPS account on Reddit, which is weird. But whichever, that doesn't really matter. That's neither here nor there. And RPAN is in such infancy right now that it doesn't really matter. RPAN's fun though, guys. If you're a streamer and you haven't RPAN'd yet, and that's Reddit's streaming platform, try it out because it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It's only portrait only. It's only portrait only. The words, I can get them out sometimes, maybe. But I like it. You'll get a lot, even if you're like Joe Schmo doing something boring. You'll get traffic there, and you'll get interaction, and people will actually chat you up. So it's pretty cool in that regard, in the social aspect. You could be streaming for a good year on Twitch before you find anybody. It's like a ghost town, unless you meet a couple requirements. Attractive female would help, but why is it? It's just a thirst. It's so thirsty out there. It's like a desert on the Twitch. But yeah, it's also you gotta promote yourself and like do all that on Twitch. But HAPS does not connect to Twitch for some reason. Like, get on that HAPS. There is a community of Twitchers out there that do like news and streaming politics and all that other stuff. So that might be a good market to be in. Since when most people think about streaming, I think most people think about Twitch. I'm not sure at this point, but it used to be like the gaming only type thing, but they've been branching out. Yeah, YouTube's always a mess for streaming. Sometimes casual watching on YouTube, but not often. Not often. Get my hat because the sun is beating on my face. All right, now we're hatted up now. So yeah, I did know they had like this coin system. I don't really understand it. I haven't really read it, but supposedly you can also make money on HAPS as far as like their coin, and then you can cash out for real monies, I think, which is interesting. Incentivizing streamers to live stream. That's a thing that more companies probably should do from jump. But I don't know if you need to meet requirements or I didn't really look into it. I just noticed it was there, and I was like, all right, whatever, and I moved on. The streaming for me would just be communicating with my social media peoples. If I have something to say, or if the words aren't coming out of my mouth the right way, probably because I don't know. When I miss coffee in the morning, what is that? What is that? That's not even water. I almost sipped that. Almost got myself. So this is the area. If I start lagging out here, let me know. This is the test area. This is where all the red light cameras are. We're in Miami Gardens right now, and Miami Gardens is infamous. Like, that's what they're known for. You want a red light ticket, you go through Miami Gardens. Like, that's killed some of my Uber driver like rides to the point where if I see an Uber's a pickup in Miami Gardens, I'll pass. I'll just pass. I'm like, yeah, because I did lose like a whole day of Ubering, wear and tear on my car. All the little monies I did make went to that red light ticket. And it was like, why did I do this? This was stupid. So now if I see that I would have to go through Miami Gardens through an Uber, I just don't do it. Well, I haven't actually Ubered since the pandy hit. So I haven't Ubered since like February, if you can believe that. Last February. Um, can't believe it's been a year since I've been locked in my house. Yeah. Well, let's get those $2,000 checks, guys. Stop messing around with putting troops back in Iraq and big firework shows. Let's get those $2,000 checks out. Talking about that's not going to be until like March. Holy crap! I thought that was going to be like day one type stuff with this administration, but I guess they have other priorities like feed the war machine. Um, so either way, help's coming. Just super delayed, and it's so ridiculous that like a UBI hasn't been initiated yet. Literally, they haven't been like, you know what? Maybe it would be a good idea during a pandemic that every American citizen had health care. That seems like it would be a no-brainer right now. Like, yeah, let's make sure everybody has the same kind of is able to be taken care of when they get to the hospital. Because having people, you know, uninsured or underinsured and everyone's getting sick, it's just a disaster. So if you guys are listening, Biden and the whole team over there, the whole the whole guys, we need healthcare. It's not even like especially during what's going on right now. UBI would be nice too. I know millions of people are out of work right now or underworked because of the whole pandy situation. There's millions of small businesses that are no longer in business. So a UBI would make so much sense to me that I don't know why that hasn't happened yet. Even if it's a small one, even if it was like, I know it's not gonna help most people, but $500. $500 keep food on the table at least. I don't know, depending on how big the family is. But if everybody's getting it, if each part of the family, oh, yeah, I see this thing connecting and reconnecting. That's what I was afraid of in this area. I was afraid that, hey, this isn't gonna work so hot because of all the red light traffic cams and all the signals that are bouncing around here to keep these people in check. Um, yeah, but that's the thing. That's the thing that you can worry about. So I don't know. I just wanted to throw that out there and put in my 2 cents because haven't really been too vocal about the whole situation. I did get the $600 check. Barely noticed it in my bank account before it got depleted, and now back to square zero. But like, hey, some people didn't even get that, so it's like it's messed up. That should be universal. That shouldn't be based off of 2019's taxes. Will determine if you get help during a pandemic. Um, there shouldn't be a requirement for that. Like U.S. citizen, yeah, you get a check. For instance, my 18-year-old stepdaughter didn't work in 2019. She didn't have anything like a any taxes for that year, but she still didn't get a check because she's old. She's 18, so she's no longer a minor. But people where maybe they made too much in 2019 before the pandy, and now they're making nothing, and those people don't get a check. Come on now. So yeah, things are looking up though. We got Andrew Yang running for mayor of New York. He's trying to do some little UBI thing in New York and started small or whatever, but it's catching on. Like there's more and more people that are waking up to this as a really good idea and concept for um, not only like pay inequality or like just to have something to start as like monopoly, right? When you hit that 200, when you hit pass go, you get that $200. That's something to fall back on. Rent in monopoly can be really high. It can also be really high in the real world. So it'd be nice to have something to fall back on in hard times. And it would decrease the homeless population. You and your homeless buddies get your UBI checks in the mail, or not in the mail, but in your bank accounts. Maybe they'd have to start a federal bank account as well. Like have people being able to start up bank accounts for free. But either way, you can figure it out. You can do cash even. I don't care. Get some people some damn money, please. I don't know. So I've ranted and raved about that for I guess long enough. What else has been going on since I last chatted with the internet? Oh, we got a new president. If you guys didn't hear, Biden's now the president elect. He was sworn in, and so I guess he's not elected anymore. He's just the president. Uh, so that dude won the whole 2020 election, and that was, I was shocked and appalled. I was like, whoa, the worst possible dude, the worst possible candidate out of the. People don't remember the Democratic, the primary, where all the Democrats were talking, and he was the worst sounding. He was like, I can barely form a sentence, and everything I say doesn't make any sense. But I guess for the Democratic Party, that was like, that's enough. White, old, check, check. Doesn't want to give people too much, check. Is not Bernie Sanders, check. You met all the boxes, right? Is it a woman, check. But yeah, he won. That's the winner. That's our president now. Stuttering Joe. They call him Sleepy Joe. Like, nah. That wasn't a big issue there. Not that the stuttering is an issue even. Stuttering is what it is. The issue is he doesn't make any sense. The words that are coming out of his mouth, half the time he's there, he's like, cognitive and able to form sentence almost. The other half, it's not. It's just not there. Park here. All right, guys. Thanks for listening to me to rant and rave for a hot minute here. I will check the stream later. I can't stand this, like the sound of my own voice, so I'll just flip through it and be like, all right, that worked, that didn't work, maybe. Because I always have an issue with this area. So if it doesn't work, it's not a big surprise. All right. Peace out.